So guys, I did another consultation with somebody from here, from this channel, and they asked me a good question, and I answered it, and it made me think to do a full video on it because I think it can give a lot of people some answers. And I've actually did a video like this before, way back when I first started my channel in 2019. So I'm gonna do another one. You guys may have even came across it because it was close to one of the first videos I've ever done. But I'm gonna answer this question on why you can't stop thinking about this person. I got 2 reasons why, and I truly believe these 2 reasons are the most valid reasons out of anything as to why you might not be able to stop thinking about a specific person. And I've actually been in this situation, and even today I'll still think about certain things, certain people, certain situations, and I came to the conclusion that there are 2 significant reasons why this happens. And I'll start with the first one. It's because you're thinking about somebody so heavily because they're thinking about you as well. You probably have some sort of connection going on with this person. Some people want to call it a twin flame. Some people want to call it this. Some people want to call it that. I don't really know what to say about that, but I just believe you and somebody else probably have a very strong connection. A very strong connection. Spiritually. And they are equally thinking about you just as much as you are thinking about them. And that's because there is something going on there. Like, you guys could be destined to be together. You guys might want to meet up. You might want to reach out to this person and say something. But then again, I'm about to get on the second reason why, and this is probably why you don't want to reach out, because the second reason I truly believe as to why you can't stop thinking about a person is because you probably like them a whole lot, but they might not like you back. So this is going to cause you to think about this person for a long time. You might not be able to get over this person. They might have liked you at one point in time, and they might have betrayed you. So in your head, you had no intention in stopping liking, loving, whatever you want to call it, this person, right? You had no intentions in stopping. But they did something. They did you wrong, they did you dirty, so you continue to think about this person because, like I said, you had no intentions in stopping. And they did. So this is going to cause you to continuously think about this person, probably for some amount of period of time. And they might not be thinking about you at all. They probably do the odd time because you had something with this person, but it's like you're probably thinking about them more obsessively for a longer period of time while they're trying to do something else. So it's like that connection is still there, but you know, I think that's the second reason why, because if you have a connection like that with somebody, it just doesn't go away. Even for that person, it's not just going to completely fade off and they're never going to think about it ever again. It's not true. If you had something with somebody at all, I guarantee you they pop up into your mind from time to time. You could have had a connection with, let's say if you're a guy, with a girl for 1 solid year and it stopped. You're still going to think about this person at least a little bit from time to time. You are, because you shared a whole year with this person. You shared memories with this person. You got close with this person for a specific amount of time. So it's just going to happen. And my point here is, some people think if you're thinking about a person all the time, that means automatically they're thinking about you. It's not true. In some cases, yes, it is. Because like I said in that first reason, that you might have something coming up in the future, in the near future, with a specific person. You might be thinking about them, you might know them, they might know you, but for some reason you guys just can't be together right now. So you oftentimes just think about this person and they're thinking about you because, like I said, there's something there. There's literally something there, and there's literally something bound to happen. So that's why that happens. And the other one is kind of like the opposite. So you were with somebody already and that bond was there, but then it broke because of one person. One person wanted out, one person wanted to stay. So the person that leaves tries to move on. They're not going to think about you, obviously, nearly as much, because if they did think the way you thought, they'd still be with you, would they not? Of course. So they leave. You're still here. You're still thinking about them because that's how you've seen things happening. But they saw it different, so it's like they leave. You're still there. You still think about them a little bit more than they probably think about you. So whatever happens, you know, I just believe this is the reasons why. So you could get completely screwed by somebody, and you still will think about them for a while, because it's just how it is. And it's hard to forget about somebody that you really were invested into, that was giving you no reasons as to why something was going to come to an end. And if you're in this position, you probably got screwed by some narc that wanted to use you, that you couldn't see it coming from a hole in the wall, but it happened. So they have no problem doing this to everybody else. They don't really care about anybody else the way they present themselves to. So it's a tough pill to swallow when something like that happens. It's a very dark scene that goes on with an individual like that. It's very dark. And just like talking about it and how things play out, it literally makes you feel how it is. Whenever I express things to you guys on here, I can feel what I'm talking about, because I know I've been through it. So when I speak it out, I can literally feel what I'm trying to explain. And it's crazy, but yeah. But this is it. So don't overthink things too much. I don't want you guys thinking automatically, if you're thinking about a person, they're automatically thinking about you, because it might not be true. Like I said, you might want to reach out. But then again, you don't want to reach out because you might think you're the only one thinking about them, so you don't want to reach out. You don't want to say anything. You don't want to initiate the conversation, because it's like this person might just be like not on the same page as you, which is going to make you feel some type of way. That's because you are invested into the person and they're not really invested into you for whatever reason. I don't know, but it is how it is. And you might reach out and you guys might hit it off just like boom, boom, boom. And they're like waiting for you to do that. And in some situations it's like that. I even felt personally in some situations with some girls in the past, I could tell they wanted me to reach out and I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm never gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I just didn't want to. I just did not want to. It doesn't make me a bad person. I didn't lead them on. I didn't do these things, but I could tell that they wanted me, and I just did not at the time want them at all. So things happen, and that's how it goes. So that's the video. I hope you guys understand where I'm trying to come from. If you guys have any other questions regarding this topic, you can leave it in the comments section. I will try to see it. I'll try to get to it. There's always tons of comments, so I'll try to see what I can do. And I can't really think of any other reasons as to why you might not be able to stop thinking about a person. I mean, if they did you really wrong, really dirty, that's going to be there. If people got a hold of your emotions that's going to cause you to think about them. It's because you care. If you care about a person, you're going to think about them. When you stop caring about a person, like you really, 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 truly do stop caring about a person, you're going to stop thinking about them. But if your emotions are invested into a person, you are going to be thinking about them, good or bad. You might have good emotions towards somebody, you might have bad emotions towards somebody. It's only because you care. And let's just be honest, that's how it is. I've had not the best emotions towards some people at certain times in my life. And I ain't gonna sit here and lie because I could not stop. It's not like obsessively, but it's like just certain times during the day, something might trigger you and you might start thinking about them again. Especially when you're fresh out of a situation. And it's only because you care. You might really dislike somebody because of something they did to you. It's still like you might despise them, but you still somewhat care. Because if somebody does something wrong to you and you don't even give a damn, it's like, okay, you really do not care. You're really not invested that much. You know what I mean? But when you grow close to somebody in real life, and this is how it has to happen, nothing's really going to happen just over social media. Like, you really have to be invested into somebody in real life. You have to have shared quite a bit of time around somebody in real life or something like that to happen, but you know, and it does. You will be affected and you will be invested. Your emotions are there, good or bad, like I said, and that can change over time. It changed with me over time. I completely let go of a lot of situations that happened in the past and a long time ago. And I don't feel good or bad towards some people. I just feel like at peace with the situation because like I let it be. I accepted what happened. Okay, that did happen. That really did happen. And it wasn't like I couldn't accept it like that in the very beginning. But that's how I accepted it in the end. And that's what matters, is that you're at peace with yourself, with people. People are only invested in you. People only lash out at you. People only are positively invested in you and really care about you because they really care. You know what I mean? Like in a loving type of way, like girl and guy, guy and girl, friends, stuff like this. I've been invested into some friends and I looked at them as brothers for life, and it wasn't that. So it hurt real bad when some devastating things happened, and I got over that. And going through some harsh breakups that I've been through in the past, it made it easier over time for me to start letting go of people and not being so invested. So I started investing less in people, but the closer and closer and closer you can grow to somebody, the more invested you will become. And I just found it hard over the last like half decade to really get invested into certain people because the way I invest is just completely different than a lot of people do. I'm really investing. I'm really invested into certain people. And it's like everybody else is just so unsure of themselves. And you can't really deal with people that are that unsure of themselves because you're doing yourself a disservice. So you have to learn about people. You have to see people for what they really are and then make your decisions. And that's what I do to this day. I don't become too invested in nearly anybody. It's going to take a lot for me to invest even a little bit. And then over time that can grow. As long as things are getting better and better and better, things can grow. So that's how it is. And I hope this video could help. And I I think I answered everything I need to say in this video. I'm just thinking of anything else I can add, but I think that's good. So anyways, guys, I'll be back with the next one.